This video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Daily Zest. Hope everybody's having a lovely Taco Tuesday. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here to tell you about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, the news, Gary Gensler, everything going on. And also, the guy from the OC, Ben McKenzie, thinks he's a financial guru now. We have a lot to break down today, but before we break all of that down, make sure you guys are here. You're feeling zesty, first of all. Your thoughts, your positivity, your momentum is key. And then after you've secured that, you're like, yes, I feel zesty, I feel good. Make sure you smash these likes, you subscribe, share the stream out with friends so more people know what's going on with Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, Gary Gensler, the banks, everything. I got you covered. I don't want to waste any time. I want to shout out our lovely sponsors. Both Cake Wallet, make sure you guys check out Cake Wallet, download it, enjoy it, store your crypto, spend your crypto, have a ball. And also, check out Market Cipher. Link is in the live chat and in the description for both. Make sure to use code missteencrypto or code zesty for 20% off at Market Cipher using that link. Now, my friends, I want to say hi to everybody in the chat. Let's get zesty. Let's get 100 likes and 100 live viewers. Is there a doctor in the house? No, Patrick. No, there's not. Unfortunately, I have no idea what happened. I was telling my friend on TikTok over there, Patrick, that I think I have a splinter in my finger, but I'm not. I'm not sure. I'm literally not sure. So that's why he's talking about a doctor in the house. We also have Pharaoh Towers in the chat as well. Welcome to the show. We got Retro Mike. I mean, I'm not acknowledging him at all. Can't acknowledge Other Miner at all, even though Other Miner did let me know of an issue. And I think I have it resolved. I know you sent a DM out yesterday. It wasn't to me, but it was to somebody else. And you were like, there's a problem. I think I fixed it. So let me know if I fixed it. Lazarus, it's nice to see you. Emma, what's up? Oval Boar, that's like a yeehaw. We like yeehaw. Hope you're doing well today, Oval Boar. We got John Germain in the chat. Destroyer 1911, hola to you. Nice to see Matthew Miller. My girl, Alexandra G. We love Alexandra G. Thank you for coming, girl. We also have, who else? Automatic Beats. Good morning to you. All Set Miner is very zesty this morning. Very zesty this morning. We have Mike Volmer. Welcome to the chat, Mike. It's always good to see you. It's always good to see you. Rusty Bot is in the chat. You're an angry bear today. Oh no, Rusty. We gotta change that. We gotta change that, Rusty. You gotta be positive. You gotta be zesty. What's up, Sophisticated? Bad boy, what's up? Nice to see you as well. Could be. I can't. I literally can't. Joe Harvey, hello. Nice to see you. John Legends, cookies and coffee. I love cookies and coffee, man. ENF, hola to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. I think I got everyone. Oh, Montosa. Welcome to the show, Montosa. I didn't see you there. You just slipped right in there. You're like, hello, hi. And I was like, hello. I'll watch your channel more if you talk about Bitcoin and XRP news. That's exactly what I'm doing, Bulldog. That's exactly what I'm doing. Listen, Bulldog, I know you, I'm pretty sure you're the one that trolls me, right? I think it's you. Yeah, you're the one that trolls me a lot. It's okay. You know, you can watch, you cannot. I mean, I'm just trying to be positive. I'm trying to have a good time talking about Bitcoin, crypto. I'm going to cover XRP because that's the news. But yeah. Oh, you troll me because you like me. Oh, that's confusing. Thank you. Appreciate it then. We got David Gelfin. All right. And Other Miner. Of course, I always talk about, I'm not even going to acknowledge that one. I'm not even going to acknowledge that one. We got Chag in the chat. Hello to you. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. All right, guys. Make sure you guys are smashing these likes, sharing this stream out with friends. Let's get 100 likes and 100 live viewers. We have a bunch of little crazy peoples in the chat. You crazies. Oh my gosh, my face is so red already. Okay, we're going to get into the stream. Let's get into the market recap. We're going to waste no time because I have such zesty news for you today. Oh my gosh, Thirsty Aztec, thank you for the little crown, the first contribution of the stream. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Crypto Outcast, hello. All right, market time. And the guy that has no raisins in his cookie finally showed up. All right, guys, we got our market recap. We got our bubbles. We love our bubbles. Now, we have some red bubbles, as you guys can see. Really, the only ones in the green are Mint, Bit. We got Ape Coin slightly in the green, XRP slightly in the green, XLM, XDC. 1 inch is down 15%. What's going on, 1 inch? What happened to you? Link is up 3.9%, which is interesting. But again, we are seeing the altcoins kind of taking a hit right now. Even Gary Gensler's favorite, Algorand. He loves his Algorand. Look at that little algo bubble go. He loves his Algorand. It is down to 6.7%. Though the week looks cool. XRP soared 61%. XLM soared 30%. So we're doing all right for the week. The day is always iffy. You know, you look at the day, it's a hit or miss. It's a hit or miss. We're going to talk about the charts. We got Bitcoin. We love Bitcoin. $29,803 today. What happened? Chat, what happened? I'm not happy. What is going on? And even we mentioned it yesterday, this range is now coming into play, but let's take a gander shortly at Market Cipher. Now Market Cipher is showing us that we still, even though we're taking a dippity-doo, we still got money flow, which is good. That's very interesting. Investing Simplicity, thank you for the little gift over there. Appreciate it. That was actually really cool. Now, again, slight green money flow, which is surprising considering our dip, because we had red money flow for a really long time, as you can see here. And this was throughout sideways trading that we had this red money flow. Now we have green money flow, and we're still on a downtrend a little bit. We're still not doing like spectacular, I say. Hopefully the VWAP has a nice confident move to the upside, but it just seems like it's hanging here, which I really don't enjoy. Also, there was a sharp spike down in terms of momentum, which I don't like either. Like, why is it doing that? Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. I pressed the button. Yeah, so now I'm just waiting for momentum to come back. All of this just looks really weird to me, very iffy. But even the money flow, like that could take a dip too. I don't know. Like I said, this is just very sideways trading. It actually supports the downtrend. Even if you look right here at the volume, these candles make sense with the volume that's going on. What the? Just don't get it. My friends, again, the volume does justify this little damp down. It's a damp. It's not a pamp, it's a damp. Now, again, because we are kind of sticking below this range, it seems like 30.5 is really a resistance for us. Now, again, this comes back into play. Like, could we head down to this range right here, which is 28.4? I mean, my audio is cutting out. Do you guys hear me? Let me know if my audio is okay. Do you guys hear me? Hello? I see everything's okay from my end. Okay. All right, good. All right, I got a text and I was like, scared. Okay, there we go. Everything's fine. If you guys say things are fine, then I trust you. I don't know if I should try the other miner, but if I should trust him, but you know, who knows about that. All right. Again, this could come back into the play, 28.4, since we are at 29.8, and $1,000 moves really aren't that much for Bitcoin, so you really never know what's going to happen. People say, oh, Bitcoin's not going to move like it used to. Bitcoin is done like doing these crazy moves. I disagree with that, and I think that Bitcoin is just testing our limits. Sideways trading for this long, this is like torture for day traders. This is even day trading has to be really difficult if you're like day trading between this 27.2 and 30.5. Like, it's just stagnant. Like, how are you even day trading during this? I mean, I don't know. Like, you know, I'm not one to tell the traders anything, but I'm just saying, like, how is this tradable right now? It's just so sideways. There's really not much going on. Even if you take a gander at like something, let's say like the 4-hour chart, still absolutely nothing going on. This is sideways on the 4-hour chart since literally June 23rd. Even the 4-hour, you try to trade the 4-hour chart, it's actually so boring. But this is what Bitcoin does to you. It makes you sit, it makes you wait. This was the 4-hour chart from November to January when this was nap time. So boring. Oh my gosh, so boring. And then all of a sudden we pamped, and then we pamped again, and now we're just sideways trading yet again until we have another move. And do I think there's going to be another move? Of course, it's inevitable. Like, you know, we got Bitcoin here. It's changing the world. It's not just going to sit there and do nothing, right, forever. I think right now people are just confused. As you can see, the market participants are just lacking right now, absolutely lacking. I want to talk about Ethereum, though, because it's above it's below my sweet spot. And that is 1911. And that's actually where we basically started off the day. Basically, that's where we started off the day. Around 1911, we actually had a wick high today of 1917 $1,917 Ethereum. We had a slight wick high there, but we are just below our 1911 point. 1911, still so significant. And we've been having a little bit of a downtrend here on Ethereum, just like we were Bitcoin. It's not that much different. Oh, sheesh. Oh, sheesh. What's happening? Oh, that's so cute. Thank you. That's so cute. Oh, my gosh. I actually love that so much. Thank you. Should I even acknowledge? I just don't even think I should. I don't even think I should, even though I think it's cute. Now, ETH doing the same thing kind of as Bitcoin. The volume even justifies the dip. There's like, even the bears are like, yeah, we are here. However, same thing for ETH. There's money flow. There's more money flow here than Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin's daily. Not that much money flow. ETH, money flow. And momentum is still over here, but it is printing a red dot, which, you know, isn't always indicative of crazy moves, but, you know, it's just there. The VWAP heading downwards could spike up. Always possible, always possible. I don't know, but it seems like we had that confident move below that zero line. And as you saw that move below the zero line, that's when we had this candle right here, and we kind of just stuck with that. Hopefully, we get above 1911 today. If you guys think we're going to have a red day for Bitcoin and even ETH, let me know. Put a green in the chat, put a G. I just need to know what you guys think, if you think we're going to have a red day or a green day today, because I'm very iffy right now. I just don't want Bitcoin to go back down to this 28.4. I don't want ETH to go back down to this 1820, because 1820 was such a resistance too. We just couldn't get it. Just sideways traded so much throughout May. Now we're just sideways trading at 1911, but I'd rather be above $1,900 than below it, which we are right now by only $6. But you guys see what I'm saying? I want the momentum to pick up. I want the zest. I want the pop. Even Litecoin today. Litecoin, look at her. She's doing okay. Litecoin's at $91.07 right now, down 1.26%. What's interesting about Litecoin, though, is that you see on Bitcoin market Cipher, we got green money flow. You see on ETH market Cipher, we got green money flow. But Litecoin, on the other hand, is showing that she's like a little edgy. Litecoin's a little edgy. She's not messing around. Look at Litecoin. Sitting there, red money flow, red dot printed, which is extra spicy. And it's like that little red pepper, right? It's like a little red pepper. And then you got the VWAP that's just sitting with the curvatures. We want a spike. And even the momentum just shot down. What is going on here with Litecoin? It's either it's prepping for a really big move, or maybe it's like building up that momentum here, getting ready to absolutely go woo and take off. Or it's just going to sideways trade and maybe break below our resistance here at $91. $91 was a huge resistance, guys. We tried to test that here in January. We got above it, but then we failed again in March. We tried to test this level again in April. We got above it, but then broke down, and we just tested and rejected multiple times in June until we cup and handled towards the end of June. We pamped it up. Now we're retracing, which is normal, which is okay, and I'm okay with that. However, $91 Litecoin is something that I want to keep. I want to stay above this level. The halving is coming soon. There's really zesty things going on right now. You guys know we love our Litecoin on this channel. Sound money, that's why we're here. We need to decentralize our financial ecosystem. We need money that belongs to us. Money with a controlled inflation schedule. Money that has a finite supply, and that is Litecoin as well as Bitcoin. And Litecoin is the longest running blockchain with no downtime. So, of course, you need to utilize important things like this. And unfortunately, the price doesn't always reflect the value, which you could say the same for Bitcoin, like Litecoin, and even ETH at some points, and even Doge. However, we are at this $91 range, and hopefully we do stay at $91 and go back up. Hopefully Litecoin doesn't play games. It says, I don't care about this $91 sheesh, and goes back up to like 95, 96, which was our next resistance. That was really crazy, as you guys can see, just constantly testing and rejecting multiple times. Even Doge merged mine with Litecoin, a beautiful partnership. It's like, two bros, like the bigger brother helping out the little bro. We're stuck a little bit. We got above just slightly in our resistance for Doge, which was around 6.5 cents here on the daily. 6.5 cents was our resistance. We popped above that on July 13th, only 5 days ago, and we've been sideways trading above it. I don't want to break below that. I do not. Even y'all want to check in on XRP. I will do that for you because I want to be there for you. I want to help you. I want to just be the best content creator that I can be. You know what I mean? XRP, you guys know it had that crazy move, and it's been sideways trading pretty much ever since, but still maintaining 74.75 cents, up 2.9% today. So there's your XRP. Again, haven't seen these levels previous to this breakout here since April of 2022. Very interesting levels that we're seeing here for XRP. Can XRP hold this? I don't know. We're even taking a gander here at Market Cipher. We still got that green money flow, and momentum is crazy. Although that VWAP is heading towards that zero line, which could make the difference. So we're going to see. Even talking about the Litecoin halving, oh shoot. The Litecoin halving is only 15 days away. And that's spicy. Just over 2 weeks away. Litecoin price action, spicy right now. We're going to see how this ends up going. I'm very excited for the Litecoin halving. Love the Litecoin halving. It's a time to celebrate, am I right? Welcome to the stream, everyone. If you are here, make sure you guys smash these likes, share the stream out with friends. It's not happening. I refuse to say it's happening. Look. You want to fight with me, other miner? What does it say here? It says having. It says having. It doesn't say happening. It says having. Guys, drop in the chat. 1 for having and 2 for happening. We're going to do a battle right now. 1 for having, 2 for happening. Battle. We're going to absolutely beef right now. Bacon, eggs, and hash. Nice to see you. You're dumping your ETH for Doge. That's crazy. It's your dollars, though. I can't tell you what to do. We got Crypto Allah. What's up? Nice to see you. We got Marky Mark. The guy with no raisins says XRP looks good, holding above 60 cents. As long as it's holding, I'm surprised it's holding 75. So yeah, and there's not a lot of crazy liquidity coming into the space. So it's getting pretty interesting if you're trading right now. Pretty interesting. Hi, Dave P. It's nice to see you. Chris said you're a cookie monster. Oh, nice to I love that for you. I really do. We got Alex in here. Millionaire you. You saw me out this weekend in NYC. Where did you see me, millionaire you? Where did you see me? Oh my gosh, I got noticed in public. You should have said hello to me. I would have given you a card and a sticker. I'm not even joking. If you guys do see me, I do have cards. I have stickers on me all the time. Where are my cards? I don't know if I have one right here right now on my desk because I just cleaned all this off. But yeah, you should have let me know. Robert Curry, nice to see you. So, all right, other miner, you see this in the chat? Everyone says it's having, not happening. So, even Lance agrees with me. Yeah. Yep. Board type Crow should have gotten an autograph. You're funny, dude. Saw me at the pizzeria. You guys want an MTC sticker? Listen, the MTC stickers are out here. Well, yeah, it's actually really funny that you saw me out this weekend. You should have said hello to me. Definitely should have said hello to me. I'm very friendly, IRL. I'm very friendly. All right, guys, make sure you smash these likes, share the stream out with friends. Let's get 100 likes and 100 live viewers. And we're going to talk about Ben McKenzie. If you guys don't know who Ben McKenzie is, he's now a financial guru. Just kidding. He is an actor famously known for his role in the OC. He was like that cool kid in the show that had the nice hair, the tank top, and he was always like, yeah, I'm ready to go and defend what's right. Yeah, because I'm the cool kid at the OC. Now he thinks he's one to tell us if we should be investing in cryptocurrency or not. Given that we understand what Bitcoin is, that it's fundamentally relevant now more than ever, we need to own our own money. We need something that has a controlled inflation schedule like the halving every 4 years, including a finite supply of 21 million Bitcoin. Of course, to someone like Ben McKenzie, who's playing his part as a financial guru, disagrees. And he called crypto a Ponzi scheme because it's an investment scheme without value. When, of course, you could look back at the economic report of the president that we've gone over on this show that clearly states that money, the definition of money, is value, or is money that's issued by a sovereign country, and that value of that currency is backed by the central bank. Not by gold and not by any tangible item, but by the value of the central bank. What is the value of the central bank? That's something we ask ourselves every day, which is why we're in crypto, because Bitcoin actually has value. It's produced because of energy and peer-to-peer transactions after it is rewarded to the miners. Oh, wow, what a concept. Maybe we should teach Ben McKenzie. Let's listen to what he had to say on CBS Mornings yesterday.
Who you may, and we turn now to a new project from actor Ben McKenzie, who you may remember played Ryan Atwood on the hit show The OC. Now, he has shifted his talents to investigative journalism. As the Washington Post put it, McKenzie has become one of the crypto industry's unlikely but most prominent critics. Over the past 2 years, he has watched cryptocurrency prices skyrocket, like we all have, and fall, and seen key industry CEOs and companies face trials and investigative scrutiny. In testimony to the Senate Banking Committee in December, McKenzie said he believes the trillion-dollar industry is all a scam.
In my opinion, the cryptocurrency industry represents the largest Ponzi scheme in history. In fact, by the time the dust settles, crypto may well represent a fraud at least 10 times bigger than Madoff.
Ooh, strong words. McKenzie's new book, written with journalist Jacob Silverman, is called Easy Money, Cryptocurrency, Casino Capitalism, and the Golden Age of Fraud. Ben McKenzie, good morning. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you, sir?
Good. I'm good. Thank you for joining us. We're all big fans, but I'm even bigger fans of your latest work. So how did you become interested in investigating cryptocurrency?
Well, like most people, a buddy of mine just said I should buy crypto. The problem was this buddy, who's been an old friend, he gave me the worst financial advice of my life when I was in my 20s.
And you remember it.
Yeah, I remembered it, and I love him. Dave, if you're out there, sorry to out you on CBS News, but he said, you should buy Bitcoin. Well, I have a degree in economics, and I was tempted. I had FOMO. I saw all these knuckleheads getting rich on this stuff, and I thought, well, what is this cryptocurrency stuff? The first thing I bumped up against is that these aren't currencies. They're not money because you can't use them like money, and people were investing in them rather than trying to use them like money. That was a big tell for me. So I started looking into it. After a few months, I felt like this might be a massive fraudulent scheme. And I reached out to a journalist, Jacob Silverman. We started reporting on it. I went to the Bitcoin conference in Miami, the biggest conference in the world. I interviewed people there. I interviewed Sam Bankman-Fried, now indicted for fraud. I went to El Salvador. It's been quite an adventure.
So after that conference, there wasn't any clarification in the direction of leaning more towards crypto, or was it confirmation of what you had already thought cryptocurrency is?
Well, we have to separate what people want crypto to be. Crypto, at the end of the day, is really just a story, or rather a collection of stories. People want it to be this emancipatory form of currency.
Not tied to a state or a government.
Right.
Independent.
And it's all effectively, the story is so effective because we all agree on the premise that our current financial system is deeply flawed. And so that lends the story of cryptocurrency a lot of power, but it doesn't make the story of cryptocurrency true. And so when I was interviewing regular people, they all had all of these different ideas of what crypto was going to do for them. And that was totally understandable. I mean, most of it was to make money. But when you interview the key players, which I did, Sam Bankman-Fried before he was indicted,
right.
Alex Mashensky, who was arrested last Thursday and charged with fraud. When you interview the key players, you see a different side.
It must be kind of cool, though, to have seen this from the onset. First of all, I love the chapters in your book, Money and Lying. What could possibly go wrong? The business of shell, the world's coolest dictator. I just think about how deeply you dug in, and yet you admit you still didn't get it.
I don't get it either. It's not rooted. It's not a thing. It's not like if you buy a stock, it represents a company. If you buy a bond, you've got debt on somebody. Yeah. Right. If you invest in grain futures, like there is a farm somewhere making grain. Like what is crypto actually rooted in or on?
Nothing. It's a story. I mean, these are bits of computer code that are uncorrelated with any real-world asset. To your point, if they're an investment in what exactly? And the reason that I use the word Ponzi scheme in front of the Senate is that an investment scheme without value is a Ponzi scheme. I mean, that's the definition, and Ponzi schemes are...
What about the U.S. dollar, Ben? What the actual?
...regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. So, in my opinion, the cryptocurrency industry does represent the largest Ponzi scheme in history.
The cryptocurrency industry has furnished a statement to us, which I will read in part here. This is the American Blockchain and Cryptocurrency Association. They say, quote, crypto is not a Ponzi scheme. As with any new technology or financial instrument, some bad actors have utilized cryptocurrency to commit fraud. This is no different than the Nigerian prince emails when the internet started. That's what they say.
Right. So let's talk about a couple things. This is not a new technology. Blockchain technology is over 30 years old. It goes back to at least 1991 when Stuart Haber and Scott Stornetta, working at Bell Labs, building off the work of cryptographers such as David Chaum, built a blockchain, which is just a distributed ledger. I have nothing against blockchain. It's just a ledger. It's just a way of storing information. But if you use it to facilitate crime, that's a problem. The cryptocurrency industry would like us to believe that it's in its early days, that, you know, the best days are still to come.
Still adapting.
Yeah.
Right, still changing. But the truth is it's predicated on false ideas. If cryptocurrency were to become currency, it's not issued by the state, right? So what is it? That would be private money. We've actually tried private money. We tried it in the free banking era of the 19th century, 1837 to 1863. It was a failure. It was a failure in part due to fraud. So one of the many ironies of cryptocurrency is that it is not, in fact, the future of money. It is the past.
So if you're an American sitting at home and you own cryptocurrency, and there are millions of those Americans, many of those viewers right now, what's your advice to them?
I am not here to offer financial advice. I am not a licensed financial advisor. Many of my celebrity colleagues have effectively offered financial advice. That is,
and they've said buy. You're saying the opposite.
They said buy. I'm the celebrity who said, be careful.
Read my book. Yeah.
All right, be careful.
Thank you.
Ben McKenzie, thank you so much. Easy money, cryptocurrency, casino capitalism, and the golden age of fraud.
Oh, Ben McKenzie. Oh, Ben McKenzie. He literally said so many things that I don't even know how to break them down because it's...
Bruh.
That this interview will be looked at in the next 2 to 3 years, just as we look at the videos of people talking about the internet and them saying the internet will never be anything. Why would you ever do anything on the internet? That's exactly what this was. Says Bitcoin has no value. Where does it come from? But obviously he doesn't understand how mining works. How there's people all over the world that are using energy to run their computers that solve complex math algorithms in which if you are successful and you mine a full block on the blockchain, then you are rewarded with Bitcoin. And then with that Bitcoin, you're able to distribute that peer-to-peer and transact without intermediaries. That's what it is. That's where the value comes from, is the energy, the time put into it. Rather than a money printer controlled by a central bank or a Federal Reserve that just and they just print whenever they want, and we have to pay the consequence. He said he doesn't see people using Bitcoin as money. Look at all the payment processors that accept Bitcoin. Look at all the banks that are pushing you to actually use your Bitcoin. What about El Salvador that's been using Bitcoin as legal tender for so long now? What about all of those people that are transacting with Bitcoin every single day? What about all of these other people in other countries where the inflation is so bad that if you get paid on Tuesday today, you're going to have to spend your money by Thursday or Friday because it won't be worth anything anymore? That's why Bitcoin. Not, oh, it's a Ponzi scheme. How? Actually, how? There's no pyramid here. It's just a ledger. It's code. It's energy. Rather than a centralized entity just printing money out of thin air, digitally and physically. Just to dilute your savings. Dilute your life. And then introduce a central bank digital currency so that way you have absolutely no freedom. And then that's the magic internet money. That's the money that has actually no intrinsic value, is fiat. So I think that he has everything actually backwards. And in a few years, people will actually go back to this interview and ask him why he said all of these things when they were really not true, misleading the population that's watching this, because none of those facts were correct. And yes, Sam Bankman-Fried was a bad actor. Absolutely, I agreed with that. He should have never been in this space. But why didn't Ben McKenzie call out Gary Gensler and all of the people that met with Sam Bankman-Fried from the government that actually accepted donations? Over 1 in 3 people in Congress actually accepted donations from Sam Bankman-Fried. But why didn't Ben McKenzie ask, why didn't Gary Gensler do his job? Why didn't Gary Gensler bring up the bad doings of FTX and the fraud practices that FTX was doing while they were meeting in back doors? Why didn't he say FTT was a security? This is actually a TV show. And that's what I mean when a lot of these things are theater. Because you have literal actors coming on saying that they're financial gurus now. And telling you that Bitcoin is a scam. But I'm not giving you financial advice. Just read my book. A book that has no basis to it. Why did he not bring up the facts of our broken finance? Why are people flocking to Bitcoin? And why are you misleading the public?
Oh my God! Bruh.
Hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes.
That's who he's been listening to. Because he said he relies on the SEC. What about all these people that are oppressed in other countries that can't transact freely? That's why Bitcoin. Inflation, that's why Bitcoin. Owning your money, that's why Bitcoin.
You're the best less than 3.
Oh. Thank you. Thank you for the $50 super chat. Ah! And that goes directly to me, so I very much appreciate that so much. That is so awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sheesh, man. Sheesh. Make sure you guys smash these likes, share this stream out with friends. Guys, we almost have 100 viewers. Let's get 100 likes, 100 live viewers. Share this stream out. Why is Ben McKenzie giving you financial advice? He is an actor from the OC. He is an actor from the OC. But Ben McKenzie, let's listen to Ben McKenzie, shall we? He's saying, well, we need securities that are regulated by the SEC. By the SEC. Well, the SEC, Gary Gensler, he's under fire. He's under fire. Because he obviously drove everyone crazy for years, since 2020, essentially, over the XRP Ripple lawsuit. Finally, we got an answer from this lawsuit. Whether he's happy about it or not really doesn't matter, except if he appeals it. Gary Gensler did speak some words yesterday about his feelings on the XRP lawsuit. He said that he's disappointed by part of Ripple's XRP judgment, and he's still assessing it. He's disappointed on what they said about retail investors, and they're looking at it and addressing the situation. He said that the institutional of the tokens the institutional sales of the XRP tokens violated federal securities laws when sometimes they could be securities, sometimes they're not. Well, Gary Gensler, why don't you give us an answer as to what a digital asset is, and we can go from there. However, if you guys did not see the live stream yesterday, then I have a few minutes of it that I do want to show you of Gary Gensler being asked about his opinion on the XRP lawsuit, as well as his answer and his reflection upon that.
Federal court ruling last week in the Ripple case impact your stance toward digital asset regulation? Does it inject urgency into the need for federal legislation to clarify regulatory oversight of this industry?
Look, our mission remains exactly what I spoke about earlier, about investor protection, promoting capital formation, and the markets in the middle. This is a recent decision, just a handful of days ago. We were pleased from that decision, recognizing the importance of protecting investors on the institutional investors in that, and that the court movement with regard to fair notice, and while disappointed on what they said about retail investors, we're still looking at it and assessing that opinion.
What is the next frontier for the SEC's crypto enforcement push?
It's really, by the way, I'm going to step back a little bit. When I was so honored to go up to MIT in 2018 and get involved at the intersection of finance and technology. And I was honored to do that with this remarkable scientists and technologists and students and staff at MIT. And in 2018 and in 2023, I found it fascinating, this focus on digital currencies and crypto by the press, with all respect, and even the retail investing public, in contrast to artificial intelligence. I, for one, have already stated here clearly, I think artificial intelligence is the transformative technology of our times. As it relates to cryptocurrencies, our role at the SEC...
203.8062331 algo.
I can't believe you sent me algo. You troll. You troll.
Public. In contrast to artificial intelligence, I, for one, have already stated here clearly, I think artificial intelligence is the transformative technology of our times. As it relates to cryptocurrencies, our role at the SEC is, again, protecting the markets, the investing public, the capital formation, and ensuring for compliance with the laws that are the books. Congress passed them. That's what we're doing. So what's next? We're going to continue to try to bring firms that may not be into compliance without prejudging any one of them, and trying to ensure that we protect the investing public. The basic bargain that was laid out for you, the listening public, was that you get to decide what investments you make, but folks that are raising money from you, that you get full, fair, and truthful disclosure from them. And without that disclosure, how can you be insured as to what risks you're taking? And that the platforms, the intermediaries that are transacting in securities have basic protections against conflicts, against fraud, against manipulation. And you have a field, crypto field, that's been rife with fraud and abuse. I think we've seen this story before, and it's called the 1920s, and it was prior to the securities laws coming into being.
GFY Gary.
Yo, David, thank you for the 20.
Bruh.
And the wise words that you wrote on that. Yeah. Yeah.
One other crypto question. You, along with other regulators, have heard this term, regulation by enforcement. The audience member asks, why take a regulation by enforcement approach towards crypto rather than regulation by rulemaking similar to the EU with their MICA framework?
In all of our work, we take a number of approaches. We have a number of tools that Congress has given us. And the rules are all in the books already. If you're a security and you're having the public, you're offering and selling securities, the public, under the law, is to get proper disclosure. If you're transacting in said securities, whether they're crypto securities, equity securities, bonds, securities-based swaps, like it's 30 plus things on the list in the statute. And if any type of security, investment contracts are what some of these crypto securities are, then you're supposed to have certain protections. That's what we're doing. But to your question, we have engaged. We've done some rulemaking around special purpose broker-dealers or broker-dealers in this space. We've done notice and comment rulemaking about rules about exchanges, about safeguarding or custodying, as well as something called best execution. And we've spoken through also various enforcement actions, and it is something we do. The way we protect the market against insider trading from the 1960s to now has been speaking to the market on a somewhat regular basis through enforcement actions. We bring over 700 enforcement actions a year because Congress has put us here to protect you, the investing public, and be a cop on the beat.
Something related to cryptocurrency, the Bitcoin ETF. What more do you need to see to be confident that a spot Bitcoin ETF is actually ready for prime time? And is the potential for market manipulation still the largest holdup to spot ETF approval?
Well, Mark, I recognize the question. It's a good question, but understanding that as chair of a regulatory agency and having various applications in front of us and not prejudging them, and also recognizing that there is ongoing litigation about these very matters, I think I'm going to have to defer on that one.
Cannot answer any question, little Gary. Little Gary. Wow. So he said so many things there where what's the value? Where, you know, how is there transparency? We need to protect the public. Where was the protection when Sam Bankman-Fried was meeting with you, Gary? Why didn't you say FTT was a security? Why didn't you come after Sam Bankman-Fried for all the lies that he possibly told you, unless you knew about them? Gary Gensler saying that he's protecting us, but actually let Sam Bankman-Fried run away with billions and is still playing League of Legends on his mom's phone in his basement.
Kiss my rose, red, peach, GG.
Oh, yeah! Damn! Oh, my God!
Thank you for the 2. Appreciate it, David. I'll be an algo whale soon. Thanks to you, maybe. Thanks to you, maybe. Gary Gensler misled the public so many times. What about, he's talking about transparency. Where's the transparency in the traditional financial system where millions and billions of dollars are being moved around every day and nobody knows where they're going? All of the contributions that were given from FTX to members of our government was not clawed back. No one's asking for that. No one's under fire for accepting those donations. Where are our, if they're supposed to protect us, then why did the SEC send out an investor alert for crypto volatility at the beginning of the year, but didn't send out a SEC investor alert when there was volatility with the bank stocks? You look at the bank stocks, they're down 80, 90% from their highs of the new year. Where's the investor alert for that? Don't touch the bank stocks, stay away from the banks. There's a double standard, and there's a role to play here. Obviously, Gary Gensler is absolutely petrified of Bitcoin and the movement of cryptocurrency because he can't stop it. Because he knows transparency is key. And that's what we're missing from the traditional financial system, as well as actual value. Again, what's the value of fiat when it's not backed by anything? When nothing really produces it, when they could just print money out of thin air because they're the government. Well, let's find out if decentralization matters to Gary Gensler and if he thinks Satoshi is a woman or a guy. Make sure you guys smash these likes, share the stream out with friends. Let's get 100 likes and 100 live viewers. I feel like you guys are absolutely sleeping right now. Sleeping.
Look, our approach has been the same. It's about protecting investors, facilitating those who want to raise money, and the markets in the middle. And that's true whether it's in other parts of the securities markets or the parts of the crypto markets that are securities. And in terms of the decision, we're still taking a look at it. We're pleased with how the courts addressed itself to that a token for institutional investors is a security, how they address themselves to fair notice. Disappointed in other aspect about retail investors, but we're still taking a look at that and considering it.
Coinbase is already relisting Ripple. A lot of these crypto exchanges feel like this was a real win for them, that the tokens that they list on their exchanges are not securities based on this ruling. So what do you say to them? Are you concerned about potential precedent that this could set? Especially for other charges that the SEC has brought against other crypto exchanges?
Look, again, Jennifer, you're asking good questions, but there's ongoing litigation with regard to a number of these crypto platforms, and these crypto platforms are commingling a number of services that you've seen on these crypto platforms where they could well be trading against their customers, bundling up a bunch of services that...
Trading against their customers. What about the insider trading that happens within our own government? Where's the transparency there, Gary? Where is the double standards? Oh, they're right here. Transparency. What about the banks? All exchanges. What are the exchanges doing? What about proof of reserves for the banks? What is the bank doing with your money once you deposit it? Where are they spending it? Why is there such a double standard between crypto exchanges and the banks? I just don't get it.
We would not allow in any other parts of our capital markets. So the investing public comes.
Thank you for the 10 memberships. Let everyone go in this chat and rain these emojis. Rain the emojis right now. Absolutely right now. Thank you.
Comes first. That's how our securities laws were first written. Companies raising money in the markets as well, and really protecting them and protecting the integrity of the markets. But I'm not able to go into any ongoing enforcement matters.
So
he can't get into any enforcement matters, yet what about Sam Bankman-Fried? You greenlit FTX. You let them run wild while you met with them behind closed doors. And didn't say a word about their native token FTT, but gosh forbid,
it sounds like it's still sort of an open question. I wonder, there's been some confusion that's been generated from this. Does it make you reconsider writing customized rules for crypto?
Again, it's too early. This was like 3 business days ago. But I would note, the agency has rules on the books right now. It's about full, fair, and truthful disclosure if you're raising money from the public and the public's anticipating profit based on the efforts of others. That's why Roosevelt called it the Truth in Securities Act. There's rules on the books about what it means to be a securities exchange, what it means to be a broker, an investment advisor. There are rules on the books. We've also put forward or even adopted rules with regard to broker-dealers in this space called special purpose broker-dealers. We put forward proposals with regard to the safeguarding of those assets, or even exchanges in what's called the decentralized finance space. So we've done some of that, but again, we'll continue to consider.
Republicans on the House Financial Services Committee have put forth a discussion draft on a framework to regulate crypto. And within that proposal, they're looking at laying out guidelines that would direct which firms would need to register with the SEC. They would have you write customized rules. And I think the biggest point is that they would have a decentralization test to decipher whether a token is a security, a commodity, or both. I'm curious what you think about these principles, especially the decentralization test.
Jennifer, we are asked by members of Congress, both the House and the Senate, on a regular basis to look at their various pieces of legislation, and we generally give them our feedback directly rather than through the interviews on the
so decentralization, good idea, bad idea in general?
Yeah, I'm going to, again, I'm going to save our comments on any draft legislation for our members that are asking us directly. But this field, the crypto field, Satoshi Nakamoto writes an 8-page paper, and it was at the core of that paper was this concept of moving value on the internet without a central intermediary, a central bank or a commercial bank, but moving value on the internet. Whomever she was, whomever Satoshi was. This field is actually quite centralized. Around each of the tokens, there tends to be a group of entrepreneurs, and you can find a website and you can look, and there's maybe a Twitter account and somebody that might even have a name of a CEO or CTO, Chief Technology Officer. Around the platforms, they're quite centralized as well. So this is a field that is not immune to the economics of finance. Since in antiquity, finance tends towards some centralization, and that's what we've seen happen in the crypto field as well.
The first half of this year was marked.
Bro did not answer the question. Is decentralization important? He looks around and he's like, and then comes up with a completely different answer, saying some things in crypto are not decentralized, they're centralized. But she was talking about Bitcoin. She was talking about Bitcoin. He then goes to say Satoshi is a woman. Does he know something I don't?
By more than a dozen enforcement actions by the SEC when it comes to the crypto space. Should we expect more of the same in the second half of the year? What can we expect from the SEC when it comes to regulating crypto in the second half of the year?
I think over the last 6 years, we at the SEC have brought, settled, or litigated somewhere close to 150 actions in the crypto field. So I don't know what the next 6 months will hold, and I'm not at liberty to speak about any one enforcement action. But we're really focused on protecting the integrity of the markets, the investing public, capital formation, as I said earlier, and trying to bring greater compliance within this field.
Before we wrap up, Senator Elizabeth Warren sent you a letter today.
She did.
Yeah, he has no idea. Liz Warren sent him a letter. He was like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know about that one." Gary Gensler literally said Satoshi was a woman. That he's not happy with the XRP ruling, etc., etc. All that we've learned today is that this is absolute theater, is that the basis of decentralization cannot be refuted. When asked about decentralization, Gary had nothing to say. Nothing to say. He understood what the white paper was saying, but did not reiterate whether or not decentralization was important and whether it's going to play a significant role in the future. He's talking about fair and proper disclosure, about commingling funds, about transparency. He allowed SBF and FTX to take billions of dollars, gave customer funds to politicians, took customer funds and spent it on himself, properties, bought companies, bought banks, actually. So he messed with TradFi and DeFi, yet he's not sitting in a jail cell right now. Why? What tie does Gary Gensler have to SBF that he's still protecting him? That he thinks Satoshi is a woman? That he's talking about disclosure and manipulation of the markets when last time I checked, when the hedge funds get wrecked, then all of a sudden stocks get halted until the hedge funds realign. Or all of the rumors about Nancy Pelosi and all these other political actors that are actively insider trading against the public. Yet they could do whatever they need to do because there's no transparency there. However, in crypto, you see where people are moving their money. If an exchange moves crypto, then you see it on the blockchain, which is nothing like you see in the traditional financial system. Once we see proof of reserves for the banks, once we see transparency in which money is actually being moved in this country, then let's consider sheeshing on blockchain technology. Because as far as I'm concerned, Bitcoin is the only piece of truth, the only piece of real value, the only thing that's really tangible that anyone can get their hands on. The dollars in your pocket, they could say they're worthless tomorrow. The digital money that's in your bank account, you go on your phone, oh, wait. My balance says it's there, but I can't move any? Why can't I buy dinner for my family? Oh, wait, because they said you can't. Oh, wait, but I have my CBDC. I should be able to spend my digital dollars anywhere. Oh, no, you purchased too much meat last week. You got too many steaks. You filled up your car with gas too many times. Your carbon footprint's too big. Sorry. You can't buy dinner tonight. You can't go out to the Ferris wheel with your family today because you did too much this week already. That's what the future holds. And that's what Gary Gensler is basically promoting is lack of transparency and centralization rather than truth, prosperity. I love my roses. I literally love roses. I want like a bouquet of roses. You know what I mean? I love roses. All track, nice to see you. Red lipstick for the win. Thank you. I love my lipstick. I literally do. My lipstick is the best, even though I am running low. Guys, look how much is left. There's barely anything left of this. I need to get a new one soon. It's my favorite, though. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. It's my favorite. So thanks for noticing. Bacon, eggs, and hash, I'm spot on. Thank you. Redman just came over to support MTC, so hit the like and share the stream. Redman! Thank you, Redman. I appreciate it, friend. If you guys have not, please smash these likes, share the stream out with friends. Please don't hesitate to tag me on the twitter.com. If you tag me on the twitter.com, on the threads, on any social media, and say that you have shared the stream out, I will shout you out on the stream and say a public thank you. And also, we have Will in the chat. Nice to see Will. Christina P has the best shade of red lipstick. She's a funny comedian. Who's Christina P? Let me look up Christina P and her lipstick. Christina P, comedian, red lipstick. Okay. Let's see. Oh, she does have. She does have nice lipstick. What's going on? Yes, that is a nice color. I like it. I like it. Thank you for the rec. Thank you for the rec, Will. Oh my gosh, my fave Taco Berry is here. Guys, please share some love to Taco Berry. Yes, a public thank you. The guy with no raisins. No G potato vocals after a great rant. Well, a potato flew around my room before you came. Excuse.
This is paid advertising for the Retromite Tech's YouTube channel, the best crypto mining channel.
Oh, sheesh. Sorry. My mic was muted. I was talking to the TikTokers before. Thank you, Rosamund, for your 5 roses. He said dimple is on full effect. Thanks. Crazy. Thank you, Network Bits. Thank you, Joe, for the $5. I appreciate it. Also, yeah, you could choose to acknowledge the name in that YouTube channel or not. You know, that's really up to you. You know, sometimes I can't acknowledge the person that you're recommending there. But he is a miner, and we do love our miners. We love our mining nerds. I really do love mining. I think mining is the best thing. That's why we're here, and that's how we directly fight these plebs. Other miner, always with your comments down there. I'm looking, I'm trying. It's like I want to be nice to you. I do. I really do. But I'm just struggling at this point. Chris Hanley, do I know anyone here? You know me, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Oh, yes, guys, pick which overlay you like better. Do you like this one? Hold on. Do you like this overlay? Or do you like this one? Which one, friends? This one or this one? How do you guys feel? Pick. Let me know. Okay, there we go. You are still a miner. Don't even say that. Don't even say that. No G identifies as a miner. Me too. Higher high, I like you. Thank you. You seem cool too. Thank you for coming. Jeff Budd, you like the blue. Higher high likes the yellow. Oh, a lot of you guys like the blue. I like the blue too. You can directly fight corrupt and attention-seeking plebs by ignoring them. Thirsty Aztec, thank you for the $3 super chat. What's up, dude? With that little emoji. What's up? What's up? Do 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 do. I love that one so much. This one. Yeah. Oh, Creighton, very descriptive of your eye color. Blue like the piercing color of my eyes. You're so nuts, dude. Thirsty Aztec said woohoo. I woohoo with you, my friends. I woohoo with you. What's up, Crypto Wolf? What's the news? There's so much news. We've been sharing the entire time, my friend. Please head over to YouTube. Dawson, nice to see you, Dawson. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Oh. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I think the phone froze. I think I lost my TikTok stream. Oh, shoosh. Did I lose you guys? Did I lose y'all on TikTok? I hope I did not. Oh, no. See, I shouldn't touch anything. I literally can't touch anything without messing it up. Make sure you guys smash these likes, share the stream out with friends. We got 15 more likes. Where are the cookies? They're all gone. They're all eaten. Hi, Peter. Nice to see you. Get wrecked TikTokers? Yeah, a little bit. Little bit. Joe lives in New York? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Cool. Now, speaking of the SEC and such, Valkyrie spot Bitcoin ETF enters the SEC Nasdaq rulemaking list. The SEC has accepted Valkyrie's Bitcoin exchange traded fund, the ETF proposal, for official review. According to the data from SEC's Nasdaq rulemaking list, Valkyrie's proposal for its spot Bitcoin ETF entered the official docket on July 17th. Valkyrie's listing on the docket is the second spot Bitcoin ETF proposal being considered by the SEC. It came just a few days after the SEC published BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF proposal on July 13th. The filing is Valkyrie's second attempt to launch a spot Bitcoin ETF in the U.S. The Family Investment Fund previously proposed listing the Valkyrie Bitcoin Trust on the New York Stock Exchange in early January 2021. In response to regulatory pushback from the SEC, Valkyrie was able to launch a futures-based ETF in October, but not the Bitcoin Trust that they wanted originally. In an attached notice, the SEC Deputy Secretary Matthew Delesdenier mentioned that the Nasdaq refiled for a proposed rule change allowing the listing of a spot Bitcoin ETF by Valkyrie on July 3rd. Quote, the trust will only hold Bitcoin and will, from time to time, issue baskets in the exchange for deposits of Bitcoins and to distribute Bitcoins in connection with redemptions of baskets. According to the SEC data, the public can submit their feedback on the proposal during the 21-day comment period or until August 7th. However, the SEC has up to 45 days from the time of publication of the notice in the Federal Register or within a longer period of up to 90 days to approve or disapprove the rule change. This is insane. But the renewed optimism over the spot Bitcoin ETFs has been fueled by BlackRock refiling on June 29th. Previously, ARK Investment Manager also filed for an application in April, which became its third try to get such a product approved by the SEC. Despite all of the FUD, despite all of the craziness that Gary Gensler is throwing at us, Bitcoin ETFs are underway. And of course, we know EDX Exchange is underway, which is backed by Fidelity, Schwab, and a bunch of other very powerful people, as well as the Nasdaq. If you guys remember, the Nasdaq wanted to launch their own crypto custody platform that was aimed by the end of Q2 of 2023, as you guys can see here. Ironic that the Nasdaq wanted to release a platform for Bitcoin and crypto custody at the same time that these ETFs ended up being filed. Again, this is basically starting the third quarter of this year. Very interesting to see what will happen with the Nasdaq. That means, I'm telling you guys, crypto news is not over. All this sideways trading, it's going to end because of how many institutions will be announcing their forthcoming into crypto and how they understand the power of cryptocurrency, which is what we've been hearing from BlackRock CEO Larry Fink about how Bitcoin is an international asset. You transfer money cross-border without intermediaries. It helps their bottom line because BlackRock likes their dollars, and if they're able to stack more dollars by paying less in fees, then what are they going to do? They're obviously going to endorse something that helps their bottom line. Just letting y'all know. Just letting you know. And speaking of legislation, we do have Coinbase news. Oh, I'm going to have an inadequate stream, but it's going to be better than adequate. But you're saying it's adequate, you know, it's okay. Much love, much love. Aww. What's up, True? Make sure you guys smash these likes, share this stream out with friends. We need 10 more likes, 10 more likes, 10 more likes. Let's get it, let's get it. I want that to be done by the time this next article is over. Despite all the regulatory uncertainty within this space, within traditional finance in general, because there's always a lack of clarity on every single angle in the traditional financial system, Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong is going to meet with House Democrats about crypto legislation. Coinbase has been under siege from the SEC, given that the SEC wanted to work on a federally regulated exchange with Coinbase that he was firstly supposed to look with FTX over. But now Coinbase is involved with many things, including spot Bitcoin ETF filings as their surveillance sharing partners with BlackRock, believe Valkyrie, Fidelity ETF, the ARK ETF. A bunch of ETFs are being surveilled by Coinbase. Of course, the SEC and the U.S. government themselves have actually used Coinbase in the past to transact Bitcoin, to sell their Bitcoin. So why would they be coming after Coinbase? Again, it goes after the whole thing that maybe this is all theater. But nonetheless, we're going to hear something about Coinbase CEO meeting with House Democrats. Brian Armstrong will meet Democrats from the House of Representatives in Congress behind closed doors Wednesday morning with the crypto exchange embroiled in a legal battle with the SEC. The private meeting will be with members of the New Democrat Coalition, a caucus of over 100 Democrats who say they are committed to pro-economic growth, pro-innovation, and fiscally responsible policies. The meeting will concern digital asset legislation and related issues to including tax, national security, privacy, and climate. Recently, lawmakers from the House and Senate have introduced separate crypto regulation, though the reality of a divided Congress means it's unclear whether such efforts will bear fruit. On June 6th, the SEC charged Coinbase with breaching federal securities law. Coinbase responded by saying the SEC's action violates due process and constitutes an abuse of discretion. Coinbase obviously had shares that soared after the court handled the SEC case with Ripple and ruled that Ripple was not a security. Coinbase and the New Democratic Coalition did immediately respond to a request for comment before U.S. office hours. Coinbase, we could take a look at their stock today. Coinbase obviously does good or bad depending on the state of the markets and of the crypto market, I should say. But Coinbase stock is doing pretty good, especially because they did even relist XRP the other day when the ruling happens last Thursday. So that even pushes the narrative for more volume coming onto Coinbase, more trading, which means more people, and that means people want to invest in them. So there we go. We got $170 a share for Coinbase, up 1.7% right now. Momentum absolutely through the roof. We haven't seen this high of a momentum in Coinbase stock pretty much ever, even since its inception. So that's extremely crazy. Money flow hasn't been this high since even higher than its inception. Even November of 2021, money flow still isn't as high as it is now for Coinbase. VWAP is below the zero line in a confident move down, which is a little spicy considering the move up that we're having here. But if the VWAP continues to move down, then maybe we could have a little bit of a retrace here with Coinbase. Although, you see here Thursday, we had that nice move with Coinbase. We went up from the candle open to close 25% in the green for Coinbase, and we've been maintaining it until now. Volume supports all of these moves, and Coinbase hasn't seen these levels since its wick high here in August and a candle that we saw here in May of 2022. So Coinbase is doing pretty all right now, the stock, considering all of the news. Gary Gensler in the chat. The real question here, to appeal or to not appeal?
Hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes.
Gary, even if you appeal, how would you make it? How would you make it? Chuck Strickland, it's all theater. Exactly. BlackRock is going to be your exit liquidity, Redman says. That's funny. That's actually really funny. Make sure you guys smash these likes. Let's get 7 more likes. Can we get 7 more likes right now? Can we pamp it up? Can we pamp it up? Can we get 100 likes? Is that possible? Can that happen? Can this be something I'm just rambling about? Talking into the YouTube abyss. Maybe no 100 likes. Maybe no 100 live viewers. I don't know. I just really want to pamp it up and be a rock star and go... Don't know, friends. Don't know. What I do know is that this was a very interesting show, and that nonetheless, despite all of the craziness, despite all of the fun that they try to throw at us, we are so resilient. Bitcoin is still maintaining where it is at 29.8, almost $30,000. Bitcoin is maintaining its price action despite the failures within the traditional financial system. You look at the regional bank ETF, it's still absolutely wrecked, not even resurging really from its lows of May. Look at this, guys. The banks are still in trouble. The banks are not okay. You could even look at you could look at all of these banks. What is this? What is Bank of America? BAC, okay. Then you look at BAC. It's the same type of formation. BAC, what was the high of the new year? Around here? For Bank of America stock, that's literally taking your money, not returning it. From the highs of the new year to the low, we were down 28%. Right now, we're still down 16%. The banks aren't doing great. The banks aren't doing great. You can look at PacWest. PacWest. You can look at their highs from the new year in February down to where they are now. We're down 72% for these banks. The banks are not doing good. The banks are getting absolutely wrecked. But Bitcoin is still maintaining where it is. And the fundamental relevance of Bitcoin never diminishes. Where you need to be your own bank, you need to have money that belongs to you. Money that can't be just inflated whenever they feel like hitting the money printer. Money that they just can't say you can't spend it. You need to be able to spend your money, own your money. Stay self-sovereign. Be your own bank. If you have cryptocurrency on an exchange, take it off now. Unless you plan on trading it. But if you have cryptocurrency on an exchange that you do not plan on losing, that you want to hodl, you want to keep, get it off the exchange and get a cryptocurrency wallet. I highly suggest if you're using a mobile wallet, download Cake Wallet right now. Get a cold storage wallet, be your own bank. Obviously, people like Gary Gensler don't support decentralization. They don't care for decentralization. They don't care about manipulation of the markets. Only they care when it comes to cryptocurrency. And even then, is there really manipulation? No. The only manipulation was by Gary Gensler and his friends that allowed people like Sam Bankman-Fried to run fraudulent business practices and use it as a way to manipulate the public about crypto when FTX has nothing to do with crypto. None of this has anything to do with crypto except for their own ideals, their own agendas, which is the fiat currency, which is locking you into a traditional financial system. First Republic Bank went down. Now the biggest bank, JP Morgan, got bigger. This will continue where we won't have any more small banks. We won't have regional banks. We will only have the 4 big banks. And then the 4 big banks are all colluded with the Federal Reserve, with the FedNow program, which leads you into CBDCs. There's a whole plan that they want to drag you down, a whole path that they want to drag you, scrape your knee, pull you under the water so that you're drowning in the fiat system when Bitcoin is the way out. It's like that lifesaver they throw into the ocean. You pick it up, you float to the top, and they bring you back upon the ship, and you're safe again. And they wrap you in a nice blankie, and you're nice and warm. That's what Bitcoin is. It's when you fall off the ship, and it's that lifesaver that pulls you back up, that brings you to safety, gives you a hot chocolate after your hard, dangerous endeavor when you got pulled under the water. That's what happens. Bitcoin is your lifesaver. It is your blankie with your hot chocolate. That's what it is. Sorry, I got a little crazy there with my analogy, but I feel like it was very relevant. I feel like it was relevant. Jay, do you feel like it was relevant? Trump, do you think it was relevant? Brian, do you think it was relevant? How do you feel? How do you feel? Flat smack, you feel good? Yes, I did say blankie. I did say blankie. Sounds like my ex when she broke your heart. No, Elsa, no. Freaking no. You guys are so funny. War player, it's great to see you, man. Mark the Shark. If I missed you, then definitely say hello to me. Yell at me. Let me know that I missed you. My friends, Build Your Boats as Bacon, Eggs, and Hash says, build your Noah's Ark. Fox Venus said, blanky hot chalkies. Build your boat, build your Noah's Ark of fiat, of TradFi, and stack up your decentralized financial instruments. So that way you can maintain your self-sovereignty. You can maintain your rights of life, liberty, and property. Liberty and Trust said, we heart missteencrypto. Let's go crypto and let's go LTC. I support that. Drop your Litecoin emojis in the chat. Let's go Litecoin. Shouts to the Litecoin community. I gotta run, friends. I got things to do, people to see, videos to edit, things to do for y'all. Things to do for y'all. And I will do that for you guys. I will make sure I put out the best content possible for you every single day of the week. You look on Crypto Twitter, you look on the TikToks, you look on all social medias, and I'm always there. I'm never leaving. I'm never leaving because I love what I do every single day, and I love this show. If you guys enjoyed this show, if you love the Zest, make sure to smash these likes, subscribe, share the stream out with friends so more people know what's going on with Gary, the banks, TradFi, DeFi, everything. Comment down below whether you are a fan of Gary Gensler. Whether you think his bald head is brighter than our future. Please let us know. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. And as always, stay zesty. Come on.